Hi, thank you very much for coming to our session. Thank you for video recording it, so it will be for your records. So when you're training the parents, I know that they're expressing they're willing to be trained as well. You will be able to use that. We got a consent for it. So I would like to start with the emails that I sent to you prior to the session, and thank you very much for replying to me with additional questions, and I was able to answer to them, but I will still go through it to just refresh your memory. So we talked about antecedent behavior consequence sequence. It is what happened right before the behavior, which in her case we're working on the behavior of sitting down for 1 minute while flipping through the pages. And right now her behavior is actually screaming and kicking, and she's not willing to be sitting down. So behavior and consequence, something that happens right before the behavior and right after. If we try to alter those two different things, we might be able to alter the behavior itself. So what is reinforcement? Why is it important? And does she need to like it? As I said in the emails, that reinforcer is rewarding her for certain behavior, something that we're trying to reach our goal, and she does need to like it to be able to be motivated by it. So the next question, what is pairing, and why does it make any difference? The pairing is what we're doing right now. I'm pairing, I'm creating a connection between me and the child. I talk in front of her, I don't place any demands on her, but I say, oh, what a beautiful hair clip. What a nice hair your doll has. So she starts liking me, and she likes the whole process. We're creating a friendly connection here. This is pairing. And how can we help child with tasks, and how can somebody help her? So I've sent you previously this prompts chart, and later on I will ask you to model those tasks for me, and I've explained it to you before. It goes from full physical prompt to a verbal cues. We've talked about it before. So I'm gonna start and explain to you what the shaping procedure is all about. Shaping procedure is when we're trying to teach a child gradually, in our case by increasing time that she sits and she expresses that behavior while flipping the book. We increase, our first goal is 2 seconds, then 4 seconds, then 6 seconds, and we reward her constantly. But once she reaches the goal of sitting through 2 seconds and flipping through the pages of the book, we reward it. Once she reaches the 4 seconds, her next step, we no longer enforce the 2 seconds stage, but now we're enforce and praise her on the 4 seconds. So I will tell you what is the successful way to reinforce her. Right now, if you see, I'm pairing and I'm giving her the freebies, which is very important to do during the pairing. And I note which reinforcer she picks first, which one's a second. She left out all of the practice. That means we're no longer using them because they're not motivating her. So can we choose any book to flip through? I chose these books with her favorite subjects of the Pooh Bear and Dora the Explorer, because again they will motivate her to flip through them and they will occupy her. What happens if she won't comply after using all these procedures? So first of all, we usually check for any medical issue or seeing if she has any lack of sleep to explain what happened before the behavior, and we see if what happens after the behavior is reinforcing enough and motivating. If not, then you can still contact me and we will go through all those things together. And we can always create the greatest reinforcement once she achieves our main goal to sit through the whole minute. Can the learner start using a task by herself? Yes, it's our initial goal that she will be doing it independently. So I give you this chart and you're very welcome to go through it and help yourself. I will be giving you this performance checklist. It has all the steps of the shaping that I'm going to be telling you about, and you can even self-rate yourself. Okay, so you won't be able to actually miss any of the stuff because it's very detailed. So I'm going to show you what the shaping procedure is like. So right now I'm still pairing with her, but at that time I'm tickling her and she's smiling. She's expressing very, very good and sweet personality here. Okay, so I am going to grab this book, and without placing any demands, I'm going to read it. I'm gonna stand near her. She's still not sitting, so I'm gonna say, "Oh, what a nice Pooh Bear!" And then I'm using a full physical reinforcement for the child chart, and I'm transferring her through the chair, and I'm saying, "Let's sit and read books." I just gave her a command. 1, 2, I count to 2, and I give her reinforcement. Yay! Good job! And now we're going to do exactly the same thing just to check if she mastered that skill. Okay? And this time I can just, just use this partial physical reinforcement just to help her a little bit. Let's sit and read book. I gave her this, asking her to do that. So 1, 2, she did it again. Good job. And I'm reinforcing. Great job. Thank you so much. You're such a big girl. You're reading all by yourself. Okay. And now we can transfer to the new goal. So we will no longer reinforce the 2 seconds. We're doing the 4 seconds. And I'm going to model it. I'm going to read the book, show her how to do it so she doesn't feel the pressure because it's going to be new again for her. And I can use a gesture this time. I can just move it closer to her and say, "Come, sit, let's read a book." I gave her this question again, asking her to do something. And she's sitting flipping. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make it different for her. Good job! Yay! See, I reinforced her for 4 seconds. Now we will try and test if she actually mastered that. This time I will be using verbal cues and say, "Come, sit, let's read a book." There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I give it to her again. Good job! And now one more step to our independence is to not give her any verbal cues at all. Just to say, "Come, sit, read a book." There we go. And this time we can do 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job! Yay! I'm reinforcing her on 6 seconds. Good job. So this is pretty much it. The whole process of shaping, constantly reinforcing her, mixing up the reinforcements, and going all the way up to a minute. You can stretch it out during the week, practice it. You will see at the end of your performance checklist, I added some of the words that you can use it with the games. Let's find a Pooh Bear in the book. Just use it at home as a separate process from the shaping. Or watch the TV shows. I know that she really likes the TV shows where kids are reading books. That will help her too with the modeling. So to help her out a little bit, if she gets a little bit bored from the book, you can grab the same book with the same motif, or you can use those leapfrog books and help her read it. Or you can grab some stickers that you will be able to peel off later off the books, and you can use them to help it to her. So there is all the process, and I will give you all those notes. You will be able to take them home. So let's try to do that. Would you like to run through all that, starting with pairing with child and choosing what kind of reinforcements she likes? Okay.
Was that yummy? Okay. Oh, this is a... oh, Eeyore. Piglet, Teddy. Oh. 1001, 1002. Good job. Good job. Okay. Oh. Piglet. Oh, Piglet, there you go. Oh. 1001, 1002. Good job. Good job. Oh, yeah. Piglet and Eeyore. Oh, he's flying there in the sky. Oh. Oh, he's in there. He's in there. Okay. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Good job! Good job. Oh, that's a good book. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can you sit over there, please? Thank you. There you go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. Wow! Great job! Great job! There you go.
Okay. Thank you very much. So the only two things that I would like to concentrate right now, I'm really impressed about how you grasp all the, especially from full physical enforcement to verbal cues is amazing. Just make sure that you do actually not miss the part where you don't need any more, any kind of prompts. Just get her to, without any different words or any gestures, just get her to comply to your command, which is, I'm using the word command, is what you're asking her to do, which is what I would like for you to work on, to give her clear directions, what she needs to do, because you're actually not giving it to her, just showing her what to do. But she needs the actual words, let's sit and read. Mm-hmm. And I really love how you went through all the prompts and how you repeated the same task twice to make sure that the mastery criteria is set. And thank you very much. I am going to, so I gave you the performance checklist so you can do that, and I gave you a plan for training parents.
Thank you.
If there are any questions, please watch through the video, show it to them, and talk to me. I will always be glad to help. Thank you very much for coming.